sound that you hear, that's my compressor running. It's no longer filling up the air tank and will continue to run for a very long time. I got a choice to make. Do I replace it or do I rebuild it? I chose to rebuild the compressor. Ordered a kit for a 380C Viair compressor. Get a head, cylinder, and a connecting rod kit. You also get new bolts to use. Tools needed, you're gonna need some set of Allen keys. I chose to rebuild the compressor because there's no knowledge gained in replacing it. Plus, you can save a few dollars too. I think a replacement compressor, lowest price I could find was like $168, $170. The rebuild kit was $68. So the compressor doesn't look that bad. No severe exterior damage or wear to it, so I chose to rebuild it. Unfortunately, the rebuild kit does not come with directions, so we're going to learn together. I'm going to use a torque wrench to take the head off. Now, torque wrench is not needed. I'm just doing it just to see how much torque is needed to remove these bolts. Just to see, you know, how much effort is needed to take it apart. I think it should use foot pounds, inch pounds. What should I use? I'm gonna use them. I use inch pounds. I'm gonna use inch pounds just because this is aluminum, and aluminum should not be that tight. So let's see if we can do this. Oh man, that required no effort at all. So don't need this. That didn't even register at all. So I guess they don't have these bolts tight at all. Move along. Go ahead and get this head off. Take these 4 screws out. Take things off in a systematic manner. Just don't want to take things off and not pay attention to what's going on. I gotta take this end piece off so I can get the connecting rod out. They didn't send any replacement screws for this side, so I'm gonna be sure to keep up with those. Got to get this connecting rod off. There's a set screw. Right there. See the set screw? It's another. Go ahead and take this connecting rod off. Hey, that torqued on there pretty tight. Pretty tight. Be sure you use the right size Allen wrenches, because you don't want to strip or screw out and compound your problem. Just wanted to see if the new connecting rod had a set screw. I need a pretty heavy duty screwdriver to pry this connecting rod off. It's coming. It's coming. Just working it back and forth on each side. Yeah. It's off. Now, that set screw engages this flat part right here. Bring it closer. This flat part right there. So when you tighten down the set screw, it engages the flat part on the motor. So let's work on the reassembly. Got my new connecting rod, and before I put it on, I'm just going to compare it to the old one. As you can see, the old connecting rod was worn out. You can see this ring right here on the new one, still engaged, still intact. I'm gonna put a little oil inside the cylinder head so it doesn't damage the ring as I'm putting it in. But you can see the old connecting rod was worn out. And the rubber ring, it was worn out. So go ahead and install the new one. like I said, didn't have any instructions with the kit, so I really don't know the proper torque to tighten up these screws, but I'm gonna get them very snug. Give me some pliers or something, because trying to tighten this small torque wrench with my fingers is a lot to you, it's a real pain. I can't stress enough to make sure you use the right size Allen wrench. Got that in place. Try and clean up some of the debris. Alright, so we're gonna slide this on. This is the bottom. Slide this on. There's some O-rings on this end piece. Just make sure you got the O-ring in place so it doesn't, so you have a proper seal. Forgot to put this bracket on at the bottom. compressor lasted a good little while. No, I mean, don't have any serious complaints about it. Lasted a good little while, and I would buy it again. I would buy another compressor. It's a workhorse. It's a workhorse. I give it a good workout. Best believe. I'm just gonna get everything snug right now before I tighten everything down. We'll get a tad bit of oil to grease this ring. Grease the ring and grease the cylinder as well. You put a little grease inside the cylinder here. So it goes on easy. Easy. Put that down right there. Put a little oil on the ring. Put a little oil in this cylinder. Not a whole lot, just enough to make sure the ring doesn't tear. Put the cap back on this so don't knock it over and it spills everywhere. Replacing the ring, replacing the seal on the body. We're going to maneuver this cylinder in and go ahead and set it up for you so you can see. Alright, so I got the cylinder on. Just want to show you that I got the cylinder on. It was a challenge there. So that seal on the piston is pretty tight. Just take your time and they'll go on. It's very important to take things off in a systematic order so you can orientate things when you're putting it back on. So go ahead and get this cover back on it. We should be finished. Now the cover already comes with the seal in place, so shouldn't be any problems getting that on. Comes with the new bolts. I'm gonna go ahead and put these on. Go ahead and get them hands started. Should change my gloves out because I got grease on them. Or oil, I'm sorry. Let me see it correct. Overall, not a bad job. Hopefully I can get many more years of use out of this compressor. Like I said earlier, I mean, it's been a workhorse. Fills up the air tank pretty quick. I'm gonna go back and tighten these bolts up on the side because I just snugged them up. Just want to make sure I get everything in place before I did the final. Tighten. And like I said at the beginning of the video, this is an aluminum compressor, so it really doesn't take that much torque to tighten these bolts down. Just snug them up. The O-ring will do the rest. The O-ring will do the rest. You don't have to apply the Gorilla Grip to these bolts. You are good to go. All right. Get these right here, and we'll be finished. Not a bad job at all. Not a bad job at all. I would do it again. I would definitely do it again. It's not that hard to do. So there it is, rebuilt. Should be able to get many more years of service out of it. Thanks for watching the video on how to rebuild a Viair compressor. I hope you found it informative and possibly a way of saving you some money, especially if you have a air suspension, air horns, something like that, and you use your compressor often. The seal will eventually wear out, and replacing the compressor can run from $150 up to $200, just depending on what model you have. So appreciate you watching. If you like this video, please press the like button below, and always please subscribe to the channel. Thank you again.